Megillah, Perek Aleph, Mishnah Hey. Fifth Mishnah, first chapter of Masechet Megillah. We're going to continue with the theme of Ein Bain. There's no difference between this thing and that thing, which is a continuation that we started, Ein Bain Adar Rishon Adar Sheni. And as the Mishnah is wont to do, W-O-N-T, sometimes it will just continue on the literary theme. We're going to see this Ein Bain through the rest of the parak, even though it's kind of a non sequitur, not related to Megillah or Purim at all. Says the Mishnah, Ein Bain Yom Tov and Shabbat ela ochel nefesh bilvad. There's no difference between Yom Tov and Shabbat other than ochel nefesh. Ochel nefesh is a term for the permissibility to do so-called melachot, cooking, and other melachot to prepare food. Whereas on Yom Tov, according to the Torah, one is permitted to cook and prepare food. So the Mishnah says there's no difference between Yom Tov and Shabbat other than just cooking and preparing food. Now the Bartanura points out immediately, interestingly enough, Rabbi Yehuda Anasi, who was the editor of the Mishnah, only quoted, the Mishnah says, Matnitin Beit Shammai. This is only the position of Beit Shammai, as we learned in Beit Sa, okay, who say, Ein motzin et hakatan, v'lo et halula, v'lo et sefer Torah l'reshut harabim. Kevan, the ein behem tzarech ochel nefesh. Meaning Beit Shammai said that the permissibility of doing melachot was only literally for tzarech ochel nefesh. But we don't hold that. En ken halacha. Ela ki divrei Beit Hillel. We hold Beit Hillel, who says the principle of mitoch. We learned this principle in Masechet Beit Sa. Mitoch. Mitoch shutra'a l'hotza'ah l'tzarech achila. Hutranami shelo l'tzarech achila. The principle of mitoch says since. Mitoch means since it's permitted for ochel nefesh, since it's permitted to prepare cooked foods, so too the action is permitted not to for ochel nefesh. Since I can warm up water to make tea, I can warm up water to wash my face. That's the principle of mitoch, and we paskin like mitoch. So even though the Mishnah says ein bain, there really is bain. That's how we paskin. Okay, he says there are other things as well, but the Mishnah only listed, even though they're not ochel nefesh. Okay, for example, Mishilin Peirot Eruch Urba. The Mishnah we learned in Masechet Beit Sa says you're allowed on Yom Tov to push your fruits down. If it's going to rain on your drying fruits, you're allowed to push them through the skylight on Yom Tov and not on Shabbat. But there are other things as well that are not listed in this Mishnah. Second half of the Mishnah, Ein Bein Shabbat Liyom Kippurim Ela Shezed Zodono Bidei Adam Zed Zodono Bidei Karei. Now we're talking only about melachot, about doing melacha. So there's no difference between Shabbat and Yom Kippur. The Isur Melacha applies to both. Okay, obviously you can eat on Shabbat, you can't eat on Yom Kippur. We're not talking about that. Rather, Zez Zedono Bidei Adam. If a person is Zadon, Zadon means mezid. You might have heard the term also. Intentionally does a Melacha. His punishment, if he has warning, is Bidei Adam. The punishment is Shabbat Yesh Bita Beitin. The Beitin will execute the person. But if you do Melacha on Yom Kippur, the Torah says the Isur is a violation that you're going to have karet. What is karet? Nobody knows. It says you will be spiritually cut off. As I like to say, nobody knows what it is, but you don't want it. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha Ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.